Hi guys, it's Erin Kaylee here, and basically I'm just filming this video because I was thinking about life in general, and I thought I'm just going to film a little kind of chat video. So if you kind of get bored of that sort of thing, then feel free to turn off. But I wanted to talk about mental health and like how it can affect you. Now I haven't planned this video in the slightest, so at the moment I have no idea what I'm going to say. I just thought I'd sit down, talk to the camera, so it's just like me and you, it's like real chats. Um, the first thing I just kind of want to mention is I don't think mental health defines us, people who suffer from it. Like, I don't think that at all. I don't think that you should be defined by your mental health. I don't think you should let it define you. I think that we are the chooser, we choose who we want to be, and we have that control over who we are and who we want to be and who we want to become. And I don't personally want to suffer from anxiety. Yeah, I do. It's our choice to try and stop them and try and get rid of them. I don't know if I'm making any sense, to be honest. Basically, I've suffered with anxiety. It first got diagnosed as generalized anxiety disorder, also known as GAD or GAD. But then it kind of changed to health anxiety as well as mild OCD. And I mean, I wouldn't say I have depression, but anxiety itself can cause you feeling very depressed and low, because you get to that stage where you want to fight it and you just you don't feel like you can, and that can be really sad, and it can like really emotionally stress you out because you just want to fight it but you don't feel like you have the power to do it. And I want to tell you that you can fight it. Anxiety, to me, I want to see it as a blip, like a bump in the road. And that bump does not go on forever. And it's not going to go on forever. I'm going to get rid of that. That bump is going to be way behind me. Had it for about 3 years, so since I was 16. And it didn't just come to me. I've always been a bit of a worrywart. I've always worried about little things. But when I think back, I remember how I used to be to how I am now, and there is a lot of things that I have missed out on that I really wish I didn't. For example, when I was 16, I got the chance to go to a Taylor Swift concert. Now, that might not seem big to people, but at that time, I was obsessed with Taylor Swift. She was my favourite singer ever, and I didn't go because I was too anxious that something was going to happen. And that sucks because I missed out on such a big thing, and I probably would have missed out on more concerts if I'd let it. I just thought I'd turn the light on, and excuse my hat. My hair's just really frizzy, so I'm like flattening it down, if that makes any sense. Now, I don't want this video to be too much about me and how my anxiety's affected me. I could do a story time or another video about myself and what I've been through with it. It's more of kind of like a message and a rant at the same time. Not really a rant, I'm not angry. I mean, I am angry. I'm angry at anxiety, that's what I'm angry at. Don't let anxiety, mental illness bring you down. You can defeat anxiety, honestly, trust me. Because sometimes I feel like I can't like get over anxiety. But you can. I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way, and I can feel that. Anyway, I'm going to talk a bit about coping strategies. Now, there is a few coping strategies for anxiety, and they apply to different people. It really depends what works for you. One of them being relaxation techniques. Now, I can't show you a relaxation technique myself because I physically couldn't get into the position where I'm really relaxed because I'm not in that mood or that environment at the moment. But relaxation is simply quite easy if you let it be, if you get what I mean, if you let it be easy. I can't really explain what you do. You probably need to actually get like kind of told how to relax, like how to do relaxation techniques. But it's basically a form of relaxation, as you would be able to tell. So just be relaxed, like feel tense free, and that might be easier said than done. Lay in bed, sit down on a chair, shut your eyes, and just kind of go to your happy place. That is how I would explain it. Or another kind of relaxing way, I don't know if this will work for some people, but I find music really relaxing, especially listening to the lyrics. I don't know if that works for some people. Or you could listen to relaxation music on YouTube or online. That would probably work for some people. So it really just depends on what is right for you. Also, if you're feeling anxious or if you feel like you're going to get built up, don't let yourself build up. That is the way that we can control it. If we know it's coming, we can control it. When it stabs us in the back and we don't know it's coming, then that's when we can't control it. But if you feel it, then you can do things to stop yourself from getting to that point. So one way I think that it is quite good to relax is to just go for a walk. If you have a pet, take a dog with you. And also, stroking dogs or cats can relieve anxiety, apparently. I don't know if it works. I've tried it. I find my dog very comforting and she helps me get rid of my anxiety, which I believe pets are really good for. So just kind of sitting and stroking your dog or your cat, or going out for a walk with your dog or by yourself, putting headphones in, just do be careful. So just anything like that. If reading helps you, I have a few good recommendations of books that you could read. Start off with fiction books. The first one being Girl Online by Zoella. Now she's brought 3 books out now, so I've got all 3 of them. The reason that I'm saying this as a fiction book rather than an actual anxiety book is because the girl in the book is 100% relatable, as well as Zoella herself, who suffers with anxiety. They're both very, very relatable characters. And also, if you get into like books and you like fiction books, then you could just read a book and kind of take your mind off it. Anxiety based books, I've got 3 I can recommend to you. Susan Jeffers' Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Now, the first time I read this book, I could not stop reading it because there's just so many techniques. And this is my favourite quote, feel the fear and do it anyway, because honestly, this book is so inspirational and it really helps you get into a good mindset. This is specifically for people with health anxiety, so if you struggle with health anxiety, then I recommend you getting this one, Overcoming Health Anxiety by Rob Wilson and David Veal. I think that's how you say his name. So that just shows you cognitive behavioural techniques. So that's CBT, if you know what that is. It's a form of therapy, and you could read that to help your health anxiety. And then this one in general is same sort of book, but Overcoming Anxiety by Helen Kennelly, and this is also CBT techniques. Those 3 anxiety books, as well as the Girl Online or any other fiction books that you would like to read, I really recommend reading. The only other kind of technique that has helped me is keeping my hands busy. I know it sounds quite strange, but just really taking your mind off it by doing things that are keeping you busy. So for example, if I was feeling anxious, the place I would want to be is in my bed doing nothing, probably overthinking and thinking about the things that are making me anxious, which makes you 10 times worse, believe me. And I know that we all just want to go and sit in our beds and think about what we're thinking about, but honestly it's not good for you. And I went through a stage of sitting in my bed for about a week, and when I finally got out of bed, I felt like utter poo. Until a day later when I finally got back into that mindset of wanting to get better. So the only thing I can think is to keep your hands busy. Now I like makeup, so I could maybe do my makeup, make myself feel better by doing my makeup. If you like drawing, draw, keep your hands busy, draw or paint. Also I play piano. I find playing piano and writing songs very, very kind of, I feel like the best thing to do is challenge your mind and take your mind away from those anxious thoughts and think about something else that is challenging your mind. One other thing that I've learned, which was actually from a therapist, is if you're anxious in a place where you don't want to be seen as anxious, then the best thing to do is distract yourself by doing things that other people won't realise, if you know what I mean. If you're anxious about people noticing your anxiety, then you can easily distract yourself with easy, simple techniques. So for example, if you're sitting with your friend and you've got a radiator in front of you and you don't want your friend to know you're anxious, you can distract yourself by counting the lines on the radiator. Does that make sense? Like, I know it sounds really, really kind of silly, but it really does take your mind away. Or if you're in front of a blind, you know, like on the window, you count how many blinds there are. If there's a wall that has loads of dots on it, count the dots. Yeah, like, I know it sounds silly, but it might work for some people, and really that's all this video is about. Just trying to get out there kind of techniques that help me and that may help others as well. I know this video might be a bit of a long one, but and I feel like I have just talked at the camera and rambled on, but I just thought it was a really important video, and I was in the mood to talk about something that I kind of feel strongly about. So yeah, I really hope you did like this video, and if it even just helped one person, that does mean the world to me and really does make me feel quite happy that it's helped someone. So thank you so much for watching, subscribe, and yeah, let me know in the comments below if you want any more videos and what you want them to be about. Thank you so much, bye!